See
Thank you for jumping on, Pat. So,
Yeah,
you.
man. Thank you for letting me jump on. Pause.
good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hardwood Nation podcast with your boy CL Anthony and my main man Bryce Ward. What's going on, brother?
Not much. Glad to be here. I did my traditional wave to the camera out of habit, but can't see me today. Tasking like a monster. So I'm gonna save everybody that problem. But besides my body breaking down the last 2 weeks, I'm doing great. Glad to be
That's
here.
that's absolutely fantastic. And as they always say, Father Time is undefeated. But speaking
Hmm. Hmm.
of Father Time, we did get a decision this past week where LeBron James decided to take his talents to the Philadelphia 76ers, um, which I was completely wrong about because I'm like, he's not going to go anywhere he hasn't played before. Um,
And it turns
but
out that might have been one of his major goals was to win a championship somewhere he hasn't been before.
yeah, and I'm 50-50 on that. And we talked a little bit about it the other day, but I'm 50-50 on it only because, again, LeBron's greatest stat to me, even though he's the greatest statistical player in NBA history, his greatest stat to me is that every franchise he's played for, he's won a championship or brought a championship to that team, and that record is blemish free. Now it may be in jeopardy, and I just don't know how to deal with it because I like that record for him.
Do
Um,
you think it's true what he said when he said he actually thought about retirement and then to go around and say, do you, the possibility of 4 rings with 4 different teams sounds interesting. Do you think that was something that was always on his mind, or like that kind of came into the picture late?
I don't think retirement was ever on his mind. Um,
Nobody thinks he was thinking about
and
retirement.
I'm not and I'm not I don't want this to turn into a LeBron James bash session, but he's very ingenuine, okay, despite what everybody want people to believe.
Well,
Um,
also, there's no way he's leaving without a tour, without a
right,
retirement tour. There's
right,
no way he's gonna skip that. He's gonna eat that shit up more than most.
right. Um, my thing with Philly is, and and our three viewers know that I always love Philly, always always love the Sixers. So when they got Jalen Brown, I'm like, damn, this team's gonna be formidable. Like,
Hmm.
but then you add LeBron, so now it's like, hmm. And this isn't a knock on LeBron, but sometimes you can have too much. Um,
Hmm. I've almost
we
seen people suggesting another trade because of that. But that's a weird situation that I wouldn't want to be in because LeBron's a rental, even if it's 2 years. I see it more as a rental. So it's hard to like when you got Jalen Brown, Maxi, you got these young guys there. It feels like you're in a weird spot immediately because you can't mortgage off the future
right,
for 2 years.
right,
So it's like, how much can you do to accommodate him? Like he chose you. I don't think I'd be trying to do anything else other than just roll those guys out there with the talent that they
mhm,
have.
mhm.
Like, stuff on the margins, but I wouldn't look at any big trades.
Yeah, it's an interesting makeup that the team has right now, and I think of the first incarnation of the Brooklyn Nets, the second incarnation of the Brooklyn Nets, the Phoenix Suns at one point with KD. Um, who am I missing? There's another. Oh, the Los Angeles Lakers when they had Kobe, Shaq, Karl Malone,
Hmm.
Gary Payton. They got to the finals but got demolished in 5 games by the Pistons. It's just sometimes you can just have too much, and I like I said, this is not an indication on LeBron James' basketball skill, but I just don't see how it's going to work, especially with them saying they're going to run him at point guard, which I get. He's going to be the facilitator, but now you're taking the ball out of Maxi's hands and Edgecomb's hands. So it's just like,
And Jaylen Brown's got to have the ball. Do you almost think it'd just be best? I mean, it's only year 2. You got LeBron, you got Jaylen Brown, you got Embiid, you got Maxey. Would it just be better for Edgecombe to come off the bench? I know what he proved. I'm not suggesting that like he's out talented. I'm just saying for the flow of the starting 5, would it be better to have like that Dean Smith guy out there who's more of a knockdown 3-point shooter, who's not who? Okay, just aside from that, just doesn't need the ball in his hand.
That's it's a tough conversation for any coach to have with a talent like that, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Edgecombe would lose that battle. If they wanted him to be on the bench, he's going to be on the bench, right? So he got too many vets on that team. I'd be like, all right, sit your ass down. However, I'm not into stunting a young player's growth like that. I'm just not. So it's hard. It's hard. But we will see. Hey, all we can do is see. It's going to come up sooner than we know. Okay, because we're a month and a half away from training camp, so it's going to start soon.
I know this is a side note, or this is like off topic, but when you said stunt a young guy's growth, it made me think of this question I've been meaning to ask you. What do you think first situation? I know they can't really come off that Fox contract in an effective way right now because of the years and how much he's owed. But what do you think of Dylan Harper, right? Yeah, Dylan Harper's situation where he clearly looks like he's ready for a bigger role, but because of those other parts of the team buildup, like he basically has to take a back seat for now. Like he's still going to continue to come off the bench, I believe, or I mean, like have to relent to Fox.
The only reason why that situation is different is because outside of Fox, 90% of that team, they're all young. So that will make it actually easier for the Spurs to sit the old man down because the team is full of youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. Two things can be true at one time. Harper is going to be special. We saw that.
Yes.
Especially in the finals, we saw that. But also, I think De'Aaron Fox was the scapegoat for the total failure of the San Antonio Spurs in that playoff series against the Knicks. I think
Do you even think that Fox was that bad considering he wasn't healthy? I know he was bad, but do you give him an out? Like, do you think that wasn't his best showing because of the injuries and stuff? Like he clearly didn't have the speed that he's used to having.
You know how I am with injuries now. I mean, if you're out there, you're gonna play. But he was shielded. Let me rephrase that. Wemby's lack of production in the fourth quarter was shielded by De'Aaron Fox's bad play. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go deeper with that. All right. And then we'll pivot because I don't want to sit here bashing Wemby in the Spurs. But we speak true. We keep it real, keep it raw. Any Spurs fan would tell you, and even the coach will tell you, if the game mattered through the first 3 quarters and there was no fourth quarter, we would have won the series. Right? That's what they all say because they blew leads in the fourth quarter of every single fucking game. Okay, cool. Wemby's production in the fourth quarter of all those games were horrendous. Okay. But you're not going to come down on him because he's the golden boy for the team. But then you got the De'Aaron Fox over there who didn't play great, even though he's not the face of the team. Some could argue second best player on the team. He was, I think the fans really took out a lot of anger and animosity and put it on Fox. when some of that should have been put on Wemby.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing that out there. Um, yeah, Knicks and 5. Yeah, the Knicks earned that. Yeah. I'm not even gonna entertain this shit that's
The
coming
the
out of
way
San
it's
Antonio.
described, the Spurs won the game until the fourth, or was winning the whole series until the fourth quarter. It's what was it? The Hawks coach who was like, technically, we're winning these games or something against the Knicks. It was something crazy sounding like that. Was it the
Yeah.
Hawks coach
No, it was
that
Cleveland
said that?
coach.
Cleveland? Oh yeah. I couldn't believe that.
I know.
Oh wait, is Cleveland's coach a white guy?
Yes.
That's why I was getting him and the Hawks coach mixed up.
All white guys look alike now.
If they look like that with the dark hair, yeah. And they're not my coach. It's not my coach. Yeah. Philly's coach? Is that Nick Nurse?
Yeah, that's Philly's coach.
Yeah. I can remember him because anytime we play Philly, they just pan over to him and he's always yelling, dude. He's always upset about something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, make it a little bigger. So we're gonna pivot because we do have. I'm not gonna say a surprising amount of free agents left, but because we know how free agency works. And then even with the salary cap situation that's going on right now, I'm really surprised that James Harden hasn't re-upped with Cleveland yet. Now, the only reason James opted out was because they were going to try to get LeBron, so they had to make the money. They had to make the money work. So, but we saw with Draymond Green a few days ago, the money he opted out from, and then they didn't get LeBron. They gave it right back to him. He left $27 million on the table. LeBron didn't come. All right, new deal, $27 million. So, what do you think is going on in Cleveland with James Harden?
I think Cleveland doesn't know really what they want to do. I think they were also one of the teams that missed out, on the LeBron James train. And I don't know if they can fill it, but nobody's really taken them seriously and hasn't for a while. And the addition of James Harden, you're probably going to have a good regular season, but that doesn't change the end of the season for you guys. And I know you made it farther this time. You still came up short and was to the champs, but it's still, I guess, for their payroll and the experience that they have, it's still a bit kind of in question as to whether or not they have enough. And if you can win with a backcourt like James Harden and Mitchell, and that's not necessarily shots at just Harden or just Mitchell, but there's kind of question marks around both of them, if I'm being honest. It's like, do you still believe in Mobley? He took a pretty good leap the last couple years, and it's still not really enough. He's still not, I wouldn't say, like the number 2 that they needed next to Mitchell that I think they were hoping he'd become. And then you go out and get Harden, and that kind of has its own reputation, especially in the playoffs. So I don't know. If I was Cleveland, where do you go? Because you're clearly still missing something. I don't think it's super easy to define what you need. It's almost like, and this is just an example, not someone that should go after. Like, you need someone like maybe a Dylan Brooks or someone who's gonna kind of like add some fight or some edge to your team. Because when I look at them, it's like, it's Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. Who's the small forward now?
For
Cleveland.
Oh shit, I don't remember.
Right? It's like, yeah, Mitchell is good. He can drop whatever 30, 40 on you. But then you're relying on him to stay healthy, and then you're relying on James Harden to basically be your number 2. And I don't know. It's just like, if it would have happened, it would have happened, and something there is missing. So I don't know exactly what that is. But I don't know if holding on to Harden or Allen is the right answer. I know it'd be hard to come off of Mobley, but it's like I just don't know. The build there, something's off, and no one fears them, especially not when it matters most. So it's like you have some real pieces that you could move to get something back. I'm just not sure what would be the first move I make. Maybe it's Allen, but you know, Harden has such a bad reputation in the playoffs. I just don't know if I was a real serious contender, if I'd want to have him on my team. I just don't know. Um, the rumor was LeBron didn't like having him on the team if he was wanting to win a championship. And think what you want about LeBron James, at least he knows what it takes to win. And if he doesn't want anything to do with James Harden, I think that's kind of a big sign. It kind of confirms what a lot of people think anyways about having Harden on your team.
So I was just doing a little research. They say they're negotiating. Okay. But here's the deal. Harden, had he not opted out, would have made $42 million for this upcoming season. Okay. which is that's pretty good. Pretty good. Cleveland's offering him apparently, which this can't be true, but that's what's being reported, a 5-year deal to a 36-year-old. Forgive me, nope. 2 years at between 32 and 38 million. So either way, if they re-sign him, he's going to have to take a pay cut, which is fine. I mean, he's an agent NBA player, but I think they should do their best to take care of him only because he opted out to take care of them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, I go back to Golden State. They could have screwed over Draymond if they wanted to, but they was loyal to him. So I think Cleveland needs to do the same thing with James Harden. I'm just throwing that out there. So then we got DeMar DeRozan. I know you mentioned Zach LaVine could be a free agent as well. What do you think about those two?
I hope they end up on different teams. Personally, I think everyone's done with the DeMar LaVine combo. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're done with it at this point. What's interesting to me is they should both still have some value. I mean, there's teams that definitely want what they have. So I'm tired of the Sacramento team kind of like holding up talent when they just have kind of ran their team into the ground. Go ahead and let these guys free and rebuild at this point. DeMar can help a real team win some games. I think Zach LaVine can do the same. He just hasn't really been in the position to do so. He doesn't. I mean, it seemed like forever that teams were letting him try to be the guy, and that didn't work out. That's fine, but he can still get buckets. So I really want to see LaVine on a team where he fits the role of maybe the second scorer, or the guy who just gets you, a bucket when you need one. Not as big of a role as before, but still in the minutes you give him can still get you points. So I want to see LaVine go somewhere that really have, some title contention odds, because I'd like to see LaVine in a situation where he can really win some games on a good team. We've never seen him in that light. He's kind of one of these guys that's easily now forgettable because everyone around him in his age group has went on and done other things. So DeMar's, I still want to see DeRozan on a good team for the same reasons, but DeRozan's a little bit older and has the ring. I want to see LaVine, I guess, free LaVine finally again. And I don't know what team. I haven't really thought about it too much. But he could be a great addition. Detroit keeps talking about everybody else. Why wouldn't Detroit go after Zach LaVine? If he has defensive problems, you have everything around him to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Detroit's looking at the other guys I've seen them look at, why wouldn't Levine possibly be on that list? Like, why is people trying to give up, or they're not getting it, but like New Orleans is trying to get like 3 first-round picks for Trey Murphy, but Levine's just dying in Sacramento. It seems like a cheaper get.
I think it's the injuries, and just to make one quick edit, DeRozan is ringless. But
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
I
But
associate him with that Toronto team, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, no, they shipped him out.
Yeah.
As part of the deal, I think, and then you know what happened. Yeah, he was part of the trade.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, I think it's because of the injuries with Levine is why a lot of people aren't really looking at him. Now this is what I haven't seen. I haven't seen a team cut 2 of their best players in the same offseason. I don't think I've ever seen that. Buy them out. So I don't know what Sacramento is going to do with Levine's contract because he opted in, I think, for about 44 or 45, and they trying to get that off their book. So we'll see what happens.
I know if Pat was here, he'd say my team, but who do you think's the worst team in the NBA now? If you take in the last 5-10 years, is it Sacramento, New Orleans, and Washington before this last year?
I think it's Washington.
Yeah.
Because they've had good players on that team. They just fumbled it for whatever reason. Bradley Beal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about him? 33 years old. So I mean, he hasn't aged out yet. But what do you think about Bradley Beal?
I'm waiting. Look, your Heatles are gonna get one of these old guys. I'm waiting to see which one. It could well be Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal makes sense to me over there. You guys need some ball handling right now. You got you got your boy point guard. What's his name?
Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell, and then you have Tim Hardaway Jr. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have a lot else right now. So
Bam can't handle the ball.
Well, if you want him to take up the same spots as Giannis, possibly.
Giannis can't.
I'm just saying. Either way, that you guys are looking for guys who can do Bradley Beal type things. You don't see him. You wouldn't want him in Miami. He fits the role of what you guys need. That's where I like Bradley Beal right now in Miami.
Yeah. What I'm not gonna do is entertain fake media narratives, but no, we got ball handling. Okay, we got ball handling. I would prefer, if I had a choice, I would prefer Levine first, DeRozan second, and then Beal is third. I like all 3, don't get me wrong, but I lean towards Levine for the ball handling, the youth, the explosiveness, the youth out of the 3, the explosiveness. Mm-hmm. And then I love DeRozan because if you need a bucket, he'll still get you a bucket in the mid-range. So
I would have thought maybe he was last because of his lack of 3-point shot. I would still think you would want a guy who can hit a 3.
Well, that again, another fake media narrative because we got 6 guys on the team that shot over 40% from 3-point range last season. So another fake media narrative, but it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Hey, I'm one of the guys who have been higher on the Heat team currently constructed than most. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you can't fill out the roster with more of those things that complement your new best player, Giannis.
Correct. I'm just saying. I'm not with the fake media ESPN bullshit. But yeah, I really like DeMar DeRozan. Don't get me. I love DeMar DeRozan, but the only reason I would go with Levine first is because he's younger. But and then of course Russell Westbrook. So, do you think that's it for Russell, or do you think somebody gets him another shot?
It feels like it's kind of it, but it also it's really hard to say because he continues to get work, or he has up to this point, and but it does seem like he's running out of spots to go, and I just don't know. It feels like to me at this point, if he does, it might just be strictly a team needing to fill a roster spot, not like he's getting a halfway decent role on a team that can win some games. It seems like the teams that really have, I don't know, playoff intentions don't really seem to value what he can bring as much right now anymore. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's still able to find a place to play, but I don't think it's going to be anything significant. And it very well could be. I mean, when these things end, they just end kind of quietly. I mean, not quietly, but you're done all of a sudden. It might be that time for him, and I hope he can get signed somewhere. We love Westbrook, but when these things happen, they just happen quick. So, and he's been trending this direction now.
I would challenge trending only because can you see the stat line here?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 28 minutes a game last year, 15, 5, and 6. That's still not bad.
No.
And we know he can handle the ball. Yeah, there might be a couple of turnovers here and there, but yeah, he can still handle the ball. So I wouldn't be opposed to him joining the Heat either on the cheap, because the Heat has 3 roster spots remaining, and about 12 milli that we can split up. So 4-4-4 if you want to think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't mind. I would prefer, and it's crazy they all 3 played Sacramento last year. I would prefer, again, Levine first, then DeRozan, but also I wouldn't mind Russell coming off the bench at all.
Yeah, coming off the bench, adding some ball handling for that bench unit.
Right, and defense. Look like we got a visit to here. Okay.
Yeah, and also, when I talk about your team, I'm not always talking about the starting unit. I do also believe that guys have to come off the bench, and you need some depth. So, it never hurts to have the extra stuff.
So we got Tim Hardwood Jr. coming off the bench. We got Bobby Portis Jr. coming off the bench. We got Pelle Lawson coming off the bench. Again, the Heat are fine. Okay.
So right now, what's your? Okay, listen. Well, who's your starting lineup?
So projected is going to be Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Bam, and Giannis. We don't know yet who's going to get the small forward spot between Tim Hardaway Jr. or Pelle Lawson. That's what we don't know yet. Plus, we haven't, we still can go out and get guys like Beal, like DeRozan. Mm-hmm. Okay, but people forget about Andrew Wiggins too, who had a great season last year. Let's see what's going on with Pat real quick. So I'm just telling you, like, anytime when there was rumors that he was coming to Miami, and speaking of LeBron, they're like, well, they don't have shooting, they don't have this. We actually do. So I'm not worried about all that.
I know you're not.
Yeah. No, because
like I said, I am higher on the Heat than most. You don't have to convince me.
No, I'm good. You there, Pat?
Y'all talking about the Heat?
We talking about whatever fuck we want to talk about.
No, we're over talking about the Heat because they have no problems. They got everything they need. They're going to win the championship.
Damn right.
You ask Cam anything about them, they got everything they need right now.
No, I'm just killing fake narratives. That's what I'm doing. So Pat, we were just talking about some available free agents, some names that we're surprised hasn't been signed yet. So I'm going to give you 4, and you let us know how you feel about them. So you got Westbrook, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, and DeMar DeRozan still out there. It's unrestricted free agents, as well as James Harden. Forgive me. So that's 5.
Y'all do need some guards.
This ain't about Miami, motherfucker. I want you to analyze the
Oh,
Pat,
five free agents.
don't let him punk because he just said he just said three of these guys would be perfect for the Heat.
I
So
oh,
did because we
and
have
so
3
on one
roster
side
spots.
I'm just saying though, he's like, we're not talking about the Heat, but I want
No,
all
we
three
ain't
of
talking
them
about
on
the
the
Heat.
Heat right now.
I'm asking Chef's Pat opinion on these 5 free agents and where they could be a fit. Hell, he need help too. Hell, y'all need help too. Shit.
who?
Yeah.
The Lakers? We need help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Shit.
should do.
So,
Yeah,
Uh,
let's talk about the
so
Lakers
are
after.
you? What is the question exactly? Are you asking
okay.
me who are the best available options or the best fit for the Heat? What do you? What
No.
do you?
Best available options. So you got James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine may be a free agent if Sacramento does the buyout. What's up? All right. So we're having some TDs. Okay, we'll give Pat a minute to get on. But like I said, no, it's
Yeah.
not that the Heat are fine. It's not that the Heat are going to win a championship. I'm just not gonna take the bullshit narratives. I'm not. Hey, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I call it like I see it, down the middle.
I love that your team's gonna get this mixed reaction.
No, it's gonna.
I
My
love
team's
it.
gonna be fine. My team's gonna be fine. We're gonna win more games than your team, and I'm not sure where we're gonna fall.
To be fair, you've said that the last 2 to 3 years. You will
First of
say it
all,
without fault. As long as
first
you
of
have
all,
Spo there, your team
first.
could roll out the worst starting five of all time, and you would continue to say the exact same rhetoric as what you
Coach,
just fed me with
coach,
Giannis on your team.
coach is
Okay,
important. Coach is important. Coaching is
coaching
very
led
important.
you to 8 straight losses by us last season, so
Coaching is
deal with
very.
that.
Coaching is very important. I'm
Your
just like,
team's gonna be so mad at our team
I
after
just
last
want.
season. It'll be
I just.
fun.
I
I
just want
can't
you to know,
wait to play all this season. Can't wait.
coaching. Coaching is very important. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it really came in handy last season.
I mean, that's cute. I mean, your coach still ended up getting fired. So, I mean,
I know. I
yeah.
know.
Yeah. So now you got this guy that looks like Opie in there. So we'll see how he does.
He's a mad little Opie though.
He's a mad
That's
little
what we
Opie.
need. He's mad, dude. All the time he looks mad. That's what we needed.
Hey,
You
fellas,
good,
can
Pat?
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right, I'm back. All right.
All right.
nice.
So
Difficulties. What was the question again?
again, you got unrestricted free agents right now. Westbrook, DeRozan, Harden, Bill, and maybe Zach LaVine soon. So where do you think these guys could fit at the best?
Man, you talking about Hall of Famers here. At least 3 out of the, I think you mentioned 4 or 5. Any team. Let's see. Let's see. Out of the competing teams, any team could use these versatile players. All of them are versatile, either wing or guard. So I think they will fit in anywhere on any team that's competing for a championship. So I don't think that's a question. I think the question would probably be better where these players think they would fit in, as opposed to where, because I think they will fit in anywhere. So I mean, I think that's a simple answer for that. If I had to choose for my team, because we're very deficient in a lot of areas, we need athleticism, and we need some veteran leadership. So I would definitely lean towards Levine and DeRozan, people who can score in the mid range, very versatile, athletic. Also, um, Russell Westbrook fits into that. He's not much. I don't know about the scoring aspect from him, but the other things he would bring, defense, the assists, rebounding, we definitely could use some of that. And I think a lot of teams in the league would appreciate a player like Westbrook. James Harden, on the other hand, he's not the scorer like he used to be. He's never played defense, and he's an alcoholic. and he like coochie too much. So I don't know, bro.
What's funny about Harden is he has like a lot of blocks for not playing defense. For
Yeah.
being like a guard, he has like more blocks than almost any other guard in the league. Kind of, it's an odd stat, but yeah, it's like the knock is he's not going to play defense, especially in the playoffs when you need to play defense.
Yeah, I mean he don't play shit in the playoffs,
Mhm.
offense or defense. Bryce, ask Pat the question about LeBron and retirement that you asked me.
What I ask you?
Oh Jesus Christ, you don't remember?
Philly
No.
gonna be a problem. I didn't get to talk about that, but Philly gonna be a problem. I kind of predicted this.
We going there.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
About you asked me about was LeBron really thinking about retirement or not?
Oh yeah. When he mentioned when he announced his team, when they were talking to him, and he mentioned he even thought about retirement. I was like, is there any world that you actually believed that he thought about retirement without going on a victory tour, a retirement tour, knowing LeBron James? Did anybody buy that?
No, I didn't buy it. I don't think LeBron retiring until he get a sniff of the trophy. Yeah, he's chasing the ghost. You want at least 5 to tie.
But he said he ain't chasing the ghost though.
That's what he said.
But he also twisted his like it's his own thing where if he wins 4 championships in 4 cities, no one's done that before. It's like, was that his plan, or is that like just a caveat now that he presented with this situation at the end?
With all the talk that we have on the internet and in the barbershops, it's about legacy now. Everybody, I think he wants to separate himself from the greats that came before him. And Jordan did it 6-0. Kobe did it his way. So I think he's trying to separate himself in his own way. To say you won 4 different cities, that'll be making history. But I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to judge him because there's really no reason for him to still be playing at this age. He has nothing to prove to anybody. So I don't really know why he's still playing unless he just loves the game that much. The farewell tour, and I don't know, the ring chasing. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on why he's still in the league.
You already answered that question when you first got on here. When Bryce first asked you the question, you already answered it. He chasing the motherfucking ghost.
Okay? He chasing the ghost, man. He chasing the ghost. MJ he's chasing MJ. But
look, I was in the barbershop the other day. Flo Cuts in Armadale. Y'all check them out. And when they engage in basketball conversations, I get quiet, okay? Because respectfully, I don't talk basketball with casual fans. I just don't, because it's, I forget.
You hear some wild stuff.
Yeah, there's no point.
I tell people all the time, I've forgotten more about basketball than what people actually know about basketball. Okay,
talk your shit.
Thank you. So this dude he was the barber, the chair next to mine. He was a barber, and they was talking about LeBron in Philly, and dude was like, "It's just amazing that he's still playing at this level at his age." Like, I'm shocked, and I had to say something. I'm like, "Why are you shocked?" He was like, "Because he's still built. He's strong." I'm like, "He been roaring up the whole goddamn career. Why are you shocked by that?"
Yeah, that. That's what you wanted to point out. He on steroids. You're a hater, bro. Yeah. You're a LeBron.
No. What I'm saying is this: we know why he moves the way he moves. We know why he's still physically gifted. We're not gonna look over this shit. If
bro say LeBron on TRT.
Yeah, if this was any other player, I would say the same shit. So it ain't about LeBron, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm surprised he's still playing at this level." The nigga been on steroids for 20 years.
This should be a promo for every sport to allow steroid use.
What's up, Pat?
You don't think that will wear his body down for him to perform at this level?
He on some good shit.
Years?
He on some good shit. It destroys you when you stop. When you're constantly on it, it actually still heals you. Okay.
I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought it just fucks you up over like
when you stop. Yeah, because
And we know LeBron stays in constant shape year round,
Right.
season to season. Like, he takes care of himself and does everything else the right way too, instead of being lazy. I bet he is like kind of like the most peak performer who's ever been on this stuff for this long and had this much success. Like, he is kind of like the most gifted athletic specimen maybe of all time.
Mm-hmm.
For any sport. Serena Williams, I beg to differ. Serena Williams won the French Open while she was pregnant. So shout out to Serena Williams.
For females, I have no doubt.
We're all humans.
It is impressive. It's impressive.
So still on LeBron. I know, Pat, you said you think Philly gonna pull it off this year?
I don't know if they will pull it off, but they definitely a problem. They were a problem when they got Jaylen Brown.
Right.
They definitely a problem with LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's too much?
No. What? What do you mean? Was it too much for a Team USA?
No.
For the
it was for Jason Tatum on Team USA.
That was Steve Kerr.
Look, we ain't speaking of exhibition basketball. And look, I'm not subscribing to the Jason Tatum slander this morning. But
Tyrese Halliburton was just happy to be there.
Jesus
was
Christ.
It too much for the Showtime Lakers? Was it too much for the Miami Heat?
Team USA also almost didn't win until Curry bailed them out.
You know who it was too much for? The Los Angeles Lakers that had Shaq, Kobe, Malone, Gary Payton.
Bro, okay.
Sometimes
that's not like casual talk right there.
Okay.
Gary Payton was
Detroit beat y'all in 5.
39. Carmelo was 42.
Same age as LeBron.
That was 429 pounds.
And lost weight the next year in Miami. Keep going.
Yeah, he had to.
Keep going. And then Peyton won a championship in Miami. But no, I'm saying sometimes it can be you can have too much. Once they got Jaylen Brown, I was like, Philly gonna be a problem. Now you add LeBron to that, they got a lot of shit they got to figure out. So I'm not saying they're not gonna do it. I'm just saying LeBron actually may disrupt some things that Philly had going on. That's all
they had going on, Cam.
Okay, so they got two great young stars who are ball dominant. Now you add LeBron, which they already said they're gonna play him at point guard. So now you're taking the ball out of Maxey and Edgecomb's hands. When the fuck is Jaylen Brown gonna get the ball?
Who said LeBron was gonna be point guard?
The Sixers already came out and said that last week. Or earlier this week.
Yeah.
You can move. I don't think Maxey is a good fit at point guard. I think he's more of a scoring guard.
Lord.
And LeBron James can get in where he fit in. He can run 1 through 5.
I was asking Cam earlier.
Ability in having a Hall of Fame LeBron James on your team. Like, bro, I think you just trying to find ways for this.
I'm not. And you got to stop saying that shit. This ain't nothing personal against LeBron James. From a basketball standpoint, Philly has a lot of questions to answer. Before he got there, again, when they made the move with Jaylen Brown, absolutely perfect. And they added shooters. Anthony Simons, they just added KCP. Cool. But now you got LeBron James in the mix, and it's like, okay, it's only so many balls that can go around. What does nigga gonna do? What this nigga gonna do? Average 5, 5, and 5?
2020 Lakers had Rajon Rondo running the point. He's very ball dominant. How did that work out for us, guys?
It was the bubble. We're not going to talk about
always something, bro.
It was the bubble. And if I remember correctly, it was the bubble, and Rondo was taking 2 shots a game. We know damn well LeBron James is going to take more than 2 shots.
He definitely had the ball in his hands a lot because he's a floor general. With LeBron James on the floor, they figured it out.
I actually thought you was going to stop sucking LeBron dick when y'all didn't offer him that $52 million this offseason, but I see you still on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Pat, do you think it makes sense to have your younger guy like Edgecombe come off the bench for the sake of the starting unit in terms of just not having so many ball dominant guys on the floor at the same time, like spreading that around? Do you think it'd be better to?
I think it would slow down his progression, but also we don't know what that'll look like throughout the season. I think they'll try different lineups throughout the season.
Yeah,
rotating those guys.
do you sacrifice some of that for the sake of trying to win a championship? I mean, you're only a second year guy. I mean, yeah, you showed a lot of potential. It's not like anybody's saying you're not good, but it's like Dylan Harper, he's not starting for the sake of trying to win a championship. You know what I mean?
He should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox was
Mm-hmm.
not show up. But I think they're deficient in the power forward position too. So they're going to be tweaking and trying different things throughout the season. I think they're just going to lock in with what we see as of August 1st. Like it's going to be interchanging, and then you got to also account for how you going to play Embiid. Will he be able to play a whole season? Are they going to load management him? So it's going to be like an experiment, I think, the whole season.
Yeah.
I mean, it should just.
Yeah, I agree.
Bring LeBron in. I think you're already expecting some big like changes in your lineup anyway. Like this wasn't just this decision they made to sign him wasn't a compulsive decision. I think they definitely sat down with coaching staff and weighed all the options, and this was a great option. I see what you're saying. It could be some negatives to LeBron being on the team, but I see a lot of positives. Fucking Hall of Fame top 3 player of all time.
So
it's like you believe the talent will overshadow the initial rough, like not sloppiness or roughness. It's like everyone has to figure out how to fit in. And that might take some time, but the talent overall will surpass that. Yeah.
Having LeBron on your team is not a liability, bro. That is a fucking asset. And I know he was from my team. Like I said.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking
about. He wasn't asset. He was not a liability. He actually was the anchor, even with Luka Doncic and Lemon Daddy. He was the anchor of our success. And he was the reason we won a lot of games. So I'm not on that hating LeBron train like our gracious host is, bro. Let it go, bro.
I done told this nigga so many times I am not hating on LeBron James. I've told him that so many times.
Hall of Fame career.
Build LeBron. Build LeBron his LA statue.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Get the statue.
LeBron deserves a statue.
He might.
So I wanna say this because you brought up a good point, Pat, about the Sixers being weak at power forward. Why not just move LeBron to power forward? He's played it before.
He can play. He can play 1 through 5.
That's what I'm saying. So if I'm gonna take, and this is no critique on LeBron, if I'm gonna take this Philadelphia 76ers serious this year, it would make more sense for LeBron James to play the 4.
Yeah,
he could stretch the floor, clear the lane for Embiid. You still have Maxey, Edgecombe, and Jaylen Brown on the perimeter. That would make the most sense to me. But when
Edgecombe is wild,
right?
Sorry, no, the way you said his name.
I didn't get that.
No,
that was
pause.
Great.
But
that was crazy.
I've never heard that before.
You're great.
LeBron can play the 4.
That's what I'm saying. So,
and he can guard your power forward.
Right. So with Nick Nurse being the head coach of the Sixers, and Nick Nurse is a good head coach. That's where I would see them having the most impact in a positive manner if they move him to the 4. So that's what I want to see. If they do that, then I'm like, okay, this makes more basketball sense versus running him at point. I know why you say you want to run him at point because he's older and he don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you want him to be more of a facilitator. He can do that from the 4 spot.
The experimentation all season is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
He will only run point on offense. He wouldn't guard the point guard on defense, though.
Yeah. So then they would have to do some switches, like 2 or 3 switches on defense. Damn.
I see nothing negative about LeBron James being on this Sixers team, bro. This is a power team. This is not a big 4. This is like this bigger than fucking the Warriors when they had, because Draymond was trash can on offense. So, man, like 1 through 5, damn near, right? Edgecombe, Maxey, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, and Embiid. That's 5 all-stars, damn near all-stars. Woo! They're gonna be a problem.
They don't have a.
We'll know by
Sixers in 5.
Christmas. We'll know by Christmas when LeBron stares at someone on the bench who they're going to get rid of when something goes bad.
Nick Nurse.
There'll be a
You might
clip.
be staring at Nick Nurse.
I know.
That's up out of here.
So we're gonna wrap it up soon. So I'll save the Kawhi stuff for next week. But this is just a short synopsis of what came out this week. Apparently, the NBA investigators have found another deal that no one knew about. I don't know the specifics of the sponsorship deal, but they said their investigation they found another one. Okay.
Damn.
Secondly,
Get paid, yo. Get paid.
Secondly, people are already asking questions about the LeBron James to Philly move because he has some connections to one of their former owners. So people are talking about that too. So that he got some money on the back end for that. So yeah. I'm just saying.
All is fair in love and war.
Look at you.
I have no opposition to these things. You know.
We know. Unless they
I
nuke the team.
want Joker. Joker, you want some horses? Whatever. I got you, bro.
He probably just want horses and Serbian women, and he good.
Some beer, some lamb chops, whatever you want, my guy. We got you.
Could you imagine Luka and Jokic on the same team?
No.
Exceptionally white.
Dude. Luka will get so swole again, it wouldn't even make sense. But them boys be eating good. You get me?
Yes. This Europe heaven, man. European heaven. Speaking in their native languages.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Vlade Divac 2.0.
So we're going to wrap it up for this week's episode of the Hardwood Nation podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share our content. Drop comments below. Mess with Pat in comments. He'll respond to y'all.
They don't do it.
Everyone stay safe, and we are out.